It's a new documentary. It's taking a deep dive into Friends actor Matthew Perry's tragic death. Matthew Perry died by drowning in a hot tub following a ketamine overdose. The documentary from Peacock takes a look at the various factors that led to his death, as well as the number of trusted individuals in Perry's life that allegedly played a role, including his personal assistant and an alleged illicit drug provider known as the Ketamine Queen. Here with us is NewsNation legal analyst and Law and Crime Network anchor Jesse Weber. Jesse, always great to see you. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Great to see you. Good morning.
You and I always talk about this case. This series, though, takes a big picture look at Hollywood elite and, of course, what Matthew Perry was going through. Where is the line between people who are around or maybe were taking advantage of Perry and people who could be legally accountable after his death?
Yeah, it's much more than just knowing and looking the other way to Matthew Perry's apparent substance abuse issues. It's about actively contributing to his death in some significant way. What do I mean by that? You have one doctor who was charged because he allegedly knew that Matthew Perry was looking for ketamine and then reached out to another doctor to get it. Allegedly texted, "I wonder how much this moron will pay." From there, you have this doctor who then works with Matthew Perry's assistant, not only distributing the ketamine, but allegedly teaching him how to do the injections. This is somebody who didn't have medical training. You have the assistant, who is actually the person that administered the drugs and also is accused of getting ketamine from another supplier. So you have it from a middleman that worked with, as you said, the Ketamine Queen. And by the way, when Matthew Perry died, the Ketamine Queen, Jasmine Sangha, allegedly texted, "Delete all our messages." So what do I mean by that? There is a lot of connective tissue here. You have a lot of people who are charged with conspiracy, but some are actually charged more directly with Matthew Perry's death. But having said that, this is all part of the overall connective tissue leading up to the actor's death.
The documentary explores the case as two of the suspects await trial, like you just mentioned. The indictment lays out an alleged strategy, that the Ketamine Queen, the center of this drug ring, to your point, got Perry pills, injected the drug that eventually killed him. So with all that evidence, what separates her and, of course, her co-defendant from the other suspects who also pleaded guilty, Jesse?
Right. So you have Dr. Salvador Placencia, who I mentioned before was that doctor who arguably is the one who set a lot of this into motion. He's also accused, by the way, of falsifying and altering medical records to make it look like that his ketamine prescriptions were actually legally administered, that they were legally appropriate. But he's been accused of trying to interfere with this investigation. And Jasmine Sangha, the alleged Ketamine Queen, authorities say she was operating this stash house, not only with ketamine, but other illegal substances, since 2019 out of North Hollywood. And the really concerning thing about her is she had been accused of supplying drugs, not only the ones that were administered to Matthew Perry when he died, but that she should have known the danger because she's been accused of being complicit or being connected to the death of an overdose death back in 2019. So that knowledge component, Hena, is so important, that they understood the dangers of what they were doing and did it nonetheless.
I always appreciate your experience in these complicated cases. Jesse Weber, thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.